Live and direct. It's Sway in the morning.
Right here on Shade 45.
Seeing Brittany Daniel here right now is really exciting to me.
Yeah.
Basketball Diaries was a great movie. The Game is a great series.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't know if I ever laughed so hard after watching this movie.
Look who just flew in from the slums of Beverly Hills.
It's the Beverly Hillbillies.
Squeeze me? Oh, no, you dick. I'm sorry, but we just saw your new video. Yeah, they had a screening over at Saks Fifth Avenue in the security office. A kleptomaniac.
Your mother shops at Saks.
What?
White chicks. Oh, man. Easily in my top 10 of all time. Brittany Daniel, welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
You know, you've had such a fun career. What was it like? Like, I always talk to people who were on the set of White Chicks. How much improv was going on when you guys? I know this movie happened years ago. But
that scene, that's most of that scene was improvised.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Wayans brothers are easily the funniest family in comedy.
Amazing.
And working with them has been, what kind of experience has that?
Amazing.
Amazing?
I love working in that family. They're so good. Yeah, because I did White Chicks and Little Man with them. They're so good.
Oh,
I mean,
Little Man.
That's right. Yeah.
They're so good, and they're so great too because they work with a lot of the same actors, so they'll bring the same actors back for a lot of their movies.
And
so they're loyal.
They're loyal, right? And they keep it. Marlon was just here last week.
Yeah. Oh, for Haunted House too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
The Game is go ahead, Tracy. I already see you just trying to jump in.
Because you mentioned Wayans, and now I remember looking at blogs, and there were rumors that you were dating Keenan Ivory Wayans.
I was dating Keenan.
Oh,
yes.
Confirmation. And no longer?
No, not any longer, but we're really good friends.
Did it make it weird, like, at all with you guys working together and being in a relationship?
We actually worked together, and then we dated, so we didn't work together and date, so...
Oh.
Okay, so you didn't get the job because you were dating him.
No, we
worked. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm glad you cleared that up.
No, we worked, and then we ended up dating after we worked. Yeah.
I just can't even imagine. I saw Keenan in the Valley where I stay, and when I'm on the West Coast, Brittany.
Oh, he's stunning.
And we were, I think it was a Whole Foods on Ventura, and I spazzed. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, and I spazzed the hell out. Like, I saw him because he's such an iconic figure.
I know. People freak out when they see him.
Yeah.
I know.
And and the funniest thing is he said, you know, how you been? You know, he kind of rushed me. He didn't want to be bothered.
Okay.
And I was, I didn't care.
He's such a gentle giant, is he not? He's a very tall man, and he's such a gentle man, though, is he not?
He's soft-spoken, and he said, man, what have you been up to? I told him. And he quoted one of those lines from one of those movies. And he said, more money, more money. And I was like, yo. Okay, whatever, Heather. You know I'm a groupie.
Yeah, you had a groupie moment.
I had a groupie moment.
Maybe that's why he rushed you.
I was like, shoot, Sway.
He was scared you was going to ask him for his phone number.
I was like, I know Sean, I know Marlon. I started name dropping. I embarrassed my daughter.
He wanted the phone number, Brittany.
She didn't want to claim me. The Game.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's so good to be back.
Isn't it? Right?
Yes.
That collection of actors and actresses, it's just the chemistry between you guys. You playing Kelly Pitts and Colby is. Colby is such an amazing actor.
He's so good. Last week, there was an episode where he was playing the guitar and singing.
Yeah.
He killed it.
Yeah.
Oh, he was so good. I was like, if the women didn't already love him, like, those women are going to really love him. He was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so great being back on the show. And Brandy's, you know, she's on the show now. She's been on the last couple seasons, so it's been so fun working with the new cast because I haven't been on the last 2 seasons. So coming back.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm stirring up a little trouble because Jason and I, who, you know, Kobe plays Jason Pitts, and, you know, we're now divorced. So I'm back. And when I come back, Jason and Kelly end up kissing in the first episode. So,
I saw that. Is that
yeah.
the episode when he came to your hotel room?
Yes.
I saw that.
He couldn't control himself.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys
there's still chemistry between the two of them. So I think there's still some unfinished business. So this season gets pretty interesting.
Kelly and Jason they're gonna bang out again. Huh? Is he gonna bang it? He's gonna bang it. Brittany's gonna bang it.
Kelly is not that kind of lady.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm curious because I have to be honest, Brittany. I wasn't a fan. I fell off the game after you left and the Tia and the Pooch. I don't know. Something was missing to me. How was it for you walking around? Because I don't know first if you left on your own or it was something in the script that the producers. But how was it for you walking around, not being a part of it and hearing all this stuff? How did you deal with that?
Well, I just recently, and maybe you haven't heard, I just recently came out. The reason why I wasn't on the show was I actually, and I didn't talk about it, I just recently came out. I took a leave of absence from the show because I actually went through cancer. So I wasn't on the show for 2 seasons because I went through cancer, but I'm in remission now.
Congratulations.
Good for you.
Good for you. You look awesome.
Thank you. I just recently announced that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of, it was really wild being away from the show because playing Kelly Pitts is one of my most favorite characters I've ever played. So being away was like, you know, when I feel like I have to finish this character, I have to finish her voice, like, because so many of the fans were like, "What happened? You know, why did she leave the show?" And it was hard for me not to go, "Y'all, I'm sick." Like, it was something I needed to handle privately, but I wanted to be able to tell my fans, like, it's not because I don't love y'all. Like, this is what I'm going through. So it's kind of nice to be able to say, this is what I've been going through, and now I'm back, and I'm able to finish my storyline and kind of feel like there's some kind of completion because. You know, Kelly left and was like, well, you got a daughter. And like, what happened? So this season is great because I'm able to kind of answer a lot of questions that the fans were wondering what happened.
So happy that you're
back. And you know what? And I want to commend you for speaking out about it.
Thank you.
You know, I think that's amazing as well. Yeah. Now, I have a hard time pronouncing it, but it's non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yes.
All right, I want to talk about that too. Okay? And then we're going to open up the phone lines. You'd be surprised. A lot of our listeners may be going through a similar experience, and maybe they could be inspired by you, you know, and how you've been able to deal with it. Give us a call. You want to speak with Brittany Daniel, 888-742-3345. The game is on fire again.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely on fire. Real quick, Brandy and you look like you really don't like each other. I mean, y'all play that off really well. I'm just saying, Brittany. You know, because Brandy's my girl too. So
she's so sweet too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do you have to do you know what they call that actors when they stay in character?
Method.
Yeah. Do y'all do that?
It's funny. No, when I came on the set like the first day, because we met actually before. It was actually a premiere of, I think, the 4th season. She was there. We had like a big screening of it. And this is before she was cast on the show. And we met and she was so sweet. And she's like, oh, you know, we were all friendly. And then when I showed up on set and she had been on the show for a couple seasons and I showed up this season to shoot, she was like, all right. She's like, we can't be friends when we're on set. She's like, because I can't like you. And she's like, you are too nice. So she's like, I can't like you when we're shooting. Now, once we're done with these scenes, then I can be friendly with you.
Be friendly with you.
She was funny. You know, we totally get along. But she's like, on set, she's like, I can't. You can't be so sweet to me, Brittany. Because I would come up, I'm like, you look so beautiful. I love your outfit. And she's like, stop being so nice to me because I got to hate you today. I was like,
wow.
all right.
You know, Brittany's like the only blonde who black women love.
I was gonna say,
you know what I mean?
Like you got a lot of black friends.
You do, don't you? You have a lot of black friends? Hold up. That's politically incorrect. You have a lot of friends who are black?
Yes.
Okay.
See? She does though.
So you listen to hip hop? Do you twerk? Like how?
I
do
do not twerk. No, I don't. You know, it's funny when I was in Arsenio Hall recently. He said, "I heard you got an inner black woman in you," or something like that. That's what he said to me, and I guess my response was, "I think because I don't know, I've worked on like with the Wayans. I've worked on a lot of stuff. I've worked on the game, and people ask me like, what's it like being the only white woman on a all African American set?" And I was like, I don't even think about that. Like, I honestly, until people say that to me, I just don't think about that. I don't see that. I don't think about it. I just feel at home. And I don't know. And my response on Arsenio was, I'm like, I think black people just have more fun.
That's true.
I don't mean to say white people don't have fun, but black people just
But look at
seem to
DJ
have
Wonder
more
over there. Look at his
fun.
face. Look at his face. Does it look like he's having any fun at all? You know, and that's every day.
I just like to laugh. I like to cut up and be silly, and I don't know. I just feel
Yeah,
like
black people are loud. Black people are real comfortable. Black
like
people
expressive, and I know
yeah.
that's a generalization, but
Yeah.
I just find that, and so it makes me feel makes me feel like I have more freedom to be free and more myself. So
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable sometimes with black people.
Yeah, you mastered the art of huckabucking. You know, and when you learn how to huckabuck.
What's that? What's that?
Huckabucking?
See, this is the funny thing. When I go to the makeup trailer, Wendy Raquel Robinson, she laughs at me because sometimes I won't always know. Like Wendy will be, Brandy and all them will be saying things, and I go, y'all, I don't know what you're talking about right now. And I'll be the white girl in the trailer. I go, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. And they'll all start laughing at me, and I'll be the white girl in the trailer for a minute.
Okay, yeah, huckabucking.
But they'll school me.
Explain, Sway.
Huckabucking is basically when you just wasting time BSing.
And it's, pronounce it one more time.
Huckabucking.
Huckabucking?
Yeah, huckabucking. You know somebody is BSing you, but it sounds so eloquent. That's a master of huckabucking.
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 And a huckabuck is a person that does it.
I'm so excited. I got something new.
You're a huckabuck.
Oh, y'all, I'm going to take that to the game trailer.
There
And
it
I'm like,
is.
Brittany, how'd you know that?
Yeah.
Sway gave you that game.
Wendy
I'm
Raquel.
gonna use that.
Tell Wendy Raquel I gave it to you.
Oh, I'm going to so use that.
She loves my daughter, and I love her for loving my daughter.
yeah.
And she's been guiding my daughter through her acting career for years. So,
so
I love
awesome.
her. She's a powerful, tremendous actress and a great person all around.
She is amazing.
I want to go back to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and the fact that you're here speaking out on this.
Yes.
You had cancer. Actually, did your father have cancer?
My dad, he passed away of lung cancer.
Lung cancer. Okay.
Yes.
So was that caused by
You know, it wasn't in my family. Lymphoma it's not something that you can pass from. It's not a hereditary thing.
Yeah. And then what were your symptoms? Because I was reading up on it, and sometimes you might have chest pains or a shortness of breath. How did you know?
My symptoms were, a lot of people with lymphoma can have swollen lymph nodes, flu-like symptoms, night sweats, things like that. I had that, but I also had low back pain. So when you have lymphoma, it can manifest in different areas of your body. Mine was stage 4 when they found it. So it had manifested in other areas of my body. So I had low back pain. And so it had started with low back pain, and then I started getting flu-like symptoms and things like that. And then they ended up doing different scans, like PET scans, CAT scans, and MRIs, and that's when they ended up finding this mass in my pelvic area. And that's when they were able to determine that I did have cancer.
And so you 3 years out of work, right?
Yes.
How did you make money? Did you go broke?
Thank God for residuals.
Yes, wow. So the residuals held you up.
And I my dad was a banker, and so I've always been pretty good with my money. So
damn. I like that.
I was just, I never spent a lot of money. I wasn't like a bag or purse girl. So I always kind of saved my money. And I also moved in with my sister, and she and my mom took care of me. So I was able to kind of save some money too. And thank goodness for SAG insurance.
Yeah, I read in People that you said if it wasn't for your family, that you couldn't have done this without your family.
There is no way. Yeah, I moved in with my sister just an hour outside of Los Angeles, and then my mom flew out from Florida and took care of me for a year and a half.
Wow.
And was in the hospital with me every single day. And I tell my mom all the time, I go, there's no way I would have gotten through this without you.
Brittany Daniel is here. There are people on the line who, we have so many different walks of life that tune into this show all around the world. And there are people who are having similar experiences to you. You'd be surprised. Ty is in Atlanta. Good morning, Ty.
What's going on, Sway?
How you doing?
Hey, baby.
Love you.
I love you too.
All right, Brittany.
Hi.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I just turned 40 myself. I had Hodgkin's. Didn't even recognize that I had a swollen right armpit. My mom came to visit. And and just during my struggle and everything, had little pulmonary issues, worked at a job 14 years, and they wouldn't give me 8 extra weeks. So I'm in remission now, and my whole life is like brand new, starting all over again.
Congratulations, man.
That's amazing.
That is good.
Beautiful story.
Yeah, man. What kind of things do you have to be cautious of now? Like, what advice would you give people based on your experience dealing with this?
I mean, for me, one of the things that I learned from all of this is you got to listen to your body. If your body does not feel right, for me, I knew something wasn't right, and I had this pain in my back, and I went and got an MRI, and I didn't have them. They didn't scan all the way down my spine, and they missed it. And I went another probably 6 months, and I still was in extreme pain. And I finally decided to go back in and get another MRI, and they scanned down my full spine, and they ended up finding it. And it was moving so fast. If I had not gone back in again, who knows what it would have happened. But I knew a few weeks in, I remember telling my friend, I said, I know this sounds crazy, but the pain is so intense in my low back. I feel like I might have cancer. That's how intense this pain is.
Wow.
So the weird thing is that I feel like when something's not right in your body. So if you feel like something's wrong, even if because when the doctors looked at the MRI originally, he goes, oh, you have a slightly herniated disc. And I was like, I feel like something else is going on with me. And he's like, no, that's what it is. And then when I had those swollen lymph nodes and night sweats, he was like, oh, you have the flu. If you feel like something's going on with you, you just keep getting checked. So I feel like follow your instincts on things and keep getting checked if you feel like something's wrong with you.
That's some great advice. Joseph is on the line in North Carolina. Good morning, Joseph. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Sway? How you doing, Heather B?
Hey,
how you doing, Brittany?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Joseph Ward. I'm a veteran in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, or Fayetteville now that I'm medically retired. I was diagnosed in 2004 with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and just like Brittany said, I don't have a history of it in my family. It appeared in my left nose. I was active duty when it happened, and they just told me, like she said, something wrong with your body, go get it checked out. Because I would go to sick call in the military. That's where you go when you get sick. And they would they told me, you're normal. I was having night sweats. I said, I was telling them all the symptoms. So they diagnosed me with sarcoidosis, which Bernie Mac had, and they gave me steroids. And so, it filled, that's how I was diagnosed originally. Then they found one in my groin area. And so, it's just, Dexter had it. I can't remember the actor's name, but this non-Hodgkin's lymphoma I'm 33 years old now. When I was diagnosed, I was 24.
Wow.
And it takes away your whole, I was very athletic and everything. My military career was going well, and it took away everything. And I've had 2 bone marrow transplants. And so thank God my brother was 100% matched.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
and
so
I was
amazing.
able to, get cells from him. And I currently get seen at UNC. And it's a struggle. And just to hear Brittany's story and hear other people going through it, it's a testimony to, people, regardless, like to keep, striving on. You made a comeback. I'm in remission right now. I'm getting my master's in May. So, we have a strong, community of non-Hodgkin lymphoma survivors. And, I just want to commend you on coming back. I'm a big fan of the show, the game, and, Sway in the morning. I listen to every morning on my way to the internship. So, I commend you greatly,
Oh, my gosh. Thank you. What are you getting your master's in?
Social work.
That is so awesome. God, what an achievement that you come back like this and you're making a great life for yourself. That's awesome.
Right, and I was going through chemotherapy while I was getting my bachelor's and my master's.
What?
I just put a do-rag on when I was younger. Everybody was rocking do-rags back then. So, that's how I played it off like that. So
you're a warrior. That is amazing. Congratulations.
Wow. You know what, Joseph? Obviously, you're a citizen.
That's Sway in the morning.
And, man, we appreciate you sharing this story with us. You just never know. Brittany works in entertainment and in the film business, but she's a person first. And you find people that you can relate to in everyday walks of life, or in your case, who may be considered a celebrity, and you learn that we're all the same, and we all go through the same issues, the same problems sometimes, and it's just great. This is just really great. And I started by saying I commend you, Brittany, for coming forward and speaking out about this. A lot of people really were concerned about you. I read about it early on, what you were going through. So it was. I really wanted to have you on this show for this moment. These are everyday folks, that tune into our show. They pay for Sirius XM, and it's our job to really give them, along with the craziness that happens up here. Our objective is to create a balance too in the show, that there's no difference between a Brittany Daniel or Cedric the Entertainer or all the Quentin Tarantino, all the different big stars that we've had up here, and we all share similar experiences. So you doing this, to me, I love you in all your movies, but I love you even more for reaching out and affecting people's lives like this. So whatever we can do, to get your message out,
thank you.
Do not hesitate.
Thank you.
To ask us, okay?
Thank you.
You're gonna make me cry. Don't do this.
I'm already crying. I feel like such a girl. Joseph and Brittany, they just y'all took me down today. I was so ready to get drunk, and now I really have to drink.
Now you really got to do it, right?
Yeah.
And this woman is absolutely gorgeous sitting up here. You look great.
Yes.
Absolutely. And come back and see us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Tell your family, your sister. Does she still act?
She's not acting anymore. She's got 3 kids.
Oh, okay.
And she's doing photography. And she's
doing
married and doing amazing.
Doing the thing.
Yes.
Tell your family we said hello.
Yes. Thank you
okay?
so much.
Absolutely. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. We have Sean C. and LV up next, and Jermaine Dupri after that.
You're listening to Sway in the Morning on Shade 45.